There's a story I haven't shared with you guys, and it was around the time that we were buying our investment property, and I ended up in the emergency department. Hey everyone, happy Sunday. I'm Chris. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about investing, real estate, and saving money to help you guys achieve financial freedom. In this channel, I've talked a lot about saving money and buying investments. However, I've never really shared with you guys all the sacrifices I've made in order to reach financial freedom. So financial freedom means different things to different people. For me, it means that if suddenly I won't be able to work tomorrow, all my mortgage, my necessities, food, etc., including travel and philanthropy, will still be paid off for the rest of my life. So that's what financial freedom means to me, and I'll share with you guys in this video all the sacrifices I've made in order to reach that. First of all, a lot of the sacrifices I've made revolve around saving money, but there's one thing that's really effective for me, and it's when I don't buy anything for one full year. I call it the no buy challenge or no spend challenge. So I don't buy anything at all, no new clothes, shoes, bags, no decor for the house, no new kitchen appliances or utensils, nothing at all. I have two rules. I can only buy necessities like groceries and skincare. And yes, skincare is a necessity, and I can buy gifts for other people because I know people still enjoy getting gifts. If you haven't tried anything like this yet, try it for a month or even one full year. You'll be surprised at how easy it is because I bet you everything you need in life right now, you already own. It stops you from impulse buying. It's something that not many people are willing to do, and it takes you so much closer to financial freedom. So if you're keen, let me know in the comments below and we can do it together in 2021. Back in 2016, when I bought my first house with my husband, I actually got comments from my coworkers like, my parents probably helped me out, or my husband is probably earning a lot of money. Both comments are actually false. I never got a handout from my parents, and actually when I passed the nursing board exam, I told myself that I'll never ask for money from my parents ever again, and I never did. And that's when I got my first job teaching English, but that's a story for another day. And also I split everything with my husband 50-50 financially. I guess I got those comments from some of my coworkers because they were making more money than me, and they couldn't believe that I could afford a house that quickly on a nursing salary. What they don't know is that I sacrificed so many things in order to achieve my goals, and one of them is that I sacrificed my privacy because I've always lived with other people and I've never lived somewhere fancy. I wouldn't even call it sacrificing because I've always never minded. Of course, it's nice to have a place all to yourself, your own rules, but it's also nice to reach financial freedom in your 30s. It just depends where your priorities are, I guess. When I first came here in New Zealand, I lived with another couple and I rented out a small bedroom for $100 per week. I saved so much money that year. It was a small room, but I didn't mind. In my second year here, I lived with another female. In my third year here, I actually live by myself, but also at that time, I already saved up the down deposit for a house, so it was nice that I could enjoy my money. After that year, we bought this house that I currently live in with my husband. We have a spare bedroom and we've always rented out the spare bedroom. Sometimes I think that it would be nice to have that room as an office or a studio for this YouTube channel. Arnold, if you're watching this, we're not kicking you out, I swear. But also I did the math, and in the 5 years that we've been living here, we've saved around $54,000 because we rented out the spare bedroom, and I'm happy with that, and I'm happy that the lounge is my studio for the YouTube channel. I know a lot of people who are trying to save up for a down deposit of a house, but also they live in the fanciest apartments. They have a spare bedroom that they use as an office or storage for random things. Millennials spend huge amounts of money on rent, using about 45% of their income. But if you're willing to live with other people, sacrificing a little bit of your privacy, you divide that cost and you save so much money that way. Back when we were looking for our first house, it was very discouraging, especially when houses were selling $100,000 over the government valuation. It was very discouraging when we would get outbid each time, even if we were putting in the highest offer we could afford. I remember spending every day after work just refreshing my real estate app because I had already seen all the houses that was listed on the internet. We would go to open homes every weekend, looking at 4 to 6 houses per day, driving everywhere, getting car sick, thinking, when will this end? So yes, we sacrificed a lot of our time, but it was worth it because it was to reach our financial goals. When we bought our investment property, this is the story that you've been waiting for. In 1 full week, we settled on the house. So settlement means that the house is officially yours and then the owners have moved out. I posted an ad on the internet to get tenants. I hired builders to change the roof because the roof was asbestos. They damaged the ceiling, so that had to be replaced. I did an open home for prospective tenants, and at the end of the week, I moved in the tenants and we signed the tenancy agreement. This happened all in 1 week, right? And I was also working at the hospital at my nursing job. And throughout the week, I was feeling some chest pain, but I thought nothing of it. I ignored it because I was busy. And eventually, when I had the time, I went to my GP and he said I should have gone to the emergency department ages ago. So I went to the ED, they checked for everything, they checked my heart, I even had a CT scan because my D-dimer was elevated and they thought I had pulmonary embolism, but they found nothing. And after that week, my symptoms went from 10 to 0. And it was all because of stress. It was just heartburn and it was all the stress of that 1 week. I'm not saying that I sacrificed my health in order to achieve my financial goals, but I definitely pushed my body to the limit and my body was saying that's enough. The message I want you guys to take away from this video is that aiming to reach financial freedom early is a great goal to strive for. If being financially secure for the rest of your life means working extra hard in your 20s or 30s, sacrificing some of your happiness or creature comforts, I think is still a good trade-off. I save and hustle aggressively for 3 years, but ease up on it after that because I've already reached certain financial goals, and now I still live frugally, but the motivation is more on my impact to the environment. So yes, you don't have to hustle or make sacrifices for the rest of your life, only until you've reached certain financial goals. And now that I'm finally able to say that I've reached financial freedom, I have zero regrets for the things or comforts that I sacrificed. It didn't even feel like that I sacrificed something. I have so much more free time now because I can afford not to work full-time, and also I can afford most things now when before I wouldn't even think about buying anything. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in real estate, I have a full playlist. I'm gonna put it right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!